Hello everybody, welcome to a first look on Purbeck Valley Farm, I think it's called. Purbeck, I'm terrible, by TOMMX55. This is pretty hotly anticipated map, I want to say. I'll say a lot of you guys have probably been waiting for this one, so I'm kind of excited to see it myself. I think Tom's a great map maker. Maybe not everything he does for me, but that's just the way life is. Let's start with the yard here. The main, I'm thinking this is the main yard. It seems to be the biggest, so I'm gonna say it's the main yard. It's the only one that has equipment. Oh no, there's another yard that also has equipment. So start off with a Massey 5613. I love this Massey. Front loader and in your fork. I'm guessing then this is the cow yard. Yes, it is. This is all a new farmer, by the way, obviously, with the different difficulty levels. You can start your game, you're going to have different equipment. Fent favorite 511C. Liking the starting equipment. It's unusual, but I can kind of get behind it. Little tether, little windrower. The one rotor that nobody ever gives, which is nice. And a farm tech trailer, and as well as that, it looks like, yes, a Cottagarant slurry tanker. Does that hint that maybe you start with cows? You do not. Just want to verify this. Yeah, you don't start with cows. Which is fine, but you have all the equipment to start off with cows, including a mower and two quite massive silage pits with ever so slightly at a distance only. I'm thinking it's LODs doing a wonk. Those tires may or may not be a bit floaty. Let me get up and check. This is, by the way, I'll check again later. This is, by the way, my legitimate first time on the map. I literally opened it and started recording, so if I get something wrong or I miss something, I do apologize. But I can't always be perfect. Nobody ever can be always perfect. Let's head over to the left here first to, I'm not entirely sure what that name is, the sell point that's over here. It looks like Ghoul Valley. And the first thing I noticed really just driving around is it feels, it's very tight, very cramped, which is actually really nice. It's got a very kind of an Irish feel to it in a way, but also like I'm 100% know that it's a UK map. What is this place called? Mole Valley. Ah, so oops. It does tend to help if I open the gates. Luckily FS19 physics will help me out here. Let's have a look around the sell point here. That house over there does seem to be very low resolution. It kind of sticks out a small bit compared to everything else. Not the end of the world, it's just something that I immediately noticed was the that house with the slightly odd resolution. I'm liking the set pieces here though. There's a nice bit of clutter and everything kind of makes sense. Although maybe there are a couple too many shipping containers, I don't know. A nice bit of a storage shed over here for whatever you want to store at your sell point, I guess. You could use this, I guess, as a staging point for doing some field work. So it does seem like this is a very grass-heavy map. If I do this, just activate grass. Oh wow, it is grass heavy. Almost everything is grass. Okay. Oh, almost the entire northern end is grass, but the southern end is more arable. Okay, that, I kind of like that, to be honest. It's different. It's not generic, everything is arable. I don't know, I haven't asked if it's seasons compatible. I really should have. I'd look at the whip topic, but it was an FSUK. Oh no. I will find out, I'll do my best to find out and pin a comment if it is seasons compatible or if it's not. Just to let you guys know. I'm really liking the layout. Kind of the one master road snaking its way through the map. So far at least. It's one master road snaking through the map. And then kind of offshoot laneways coming off it. Is this still main road? Yeah, we'll head over to the what looks to be the pig and chicken area over here. And then over to the barn, BJ and Spinnery, and around the map that way. Just to show off I guess the major points of interest around the map. So that's where the chickens are for sure, in that little fielded area there. And then the pigs are gonna be, I'm gonna guess, in the big shed there. No, where would the pigs be? Oh, they probably, or is it sheep? I'm going to guess from all the triggers it's actually sheep, and I was misreading that sign. Or that logo on the map. Yes, I was misreading. This is the sheep yard, which inexplicably has a silage bunker. Again, some like nice detailing work. I don't know how a tractor's gonna get into. You can try and get a tractor into this shed, I guess. It might fit with some small equipment, but I'm liking the fact that the yards just kind of fill up the most room they can, while also taking up like next to no space. With, you know, this shed is massive, but then you've got this really weird yet interestingly shaped shed over here that just takes up all of the room in the world, but also has a very small footprint. And the same here, like this shed with the single entrance that is just kind of tucked away in a corner. Really like seeing them on maps, and I don't see it enough. You know, honestly, like something that a lot of map makers kind of overlook. And then, you know, more sheds over here just to try and maximize the space that's there, instead of having everything in a nice neat straight line like is so tempting when you're making a map. And then you got a teeny tiny fueling yard, I guess, so you could use that as a staging yard for something or other as well, I guess. I'm kind of liking the field shapes. Like, I know that fields 2 and 6 look pretty square, but they're not at the same time. Like, they're just, even if they are square, I don't think it matters too much. I usually go on a little rant about square fields, but honestly, on a map that's a bit chaotic and a bit everywhere, I think a square field or two might be absolutely perfect, just for a bit of variety. That's this road here is bringing me off the map, so I want to be taking this road then down to what appears to be a bridge. I'm gonna give that disclaimer again. This is literally my first time on the map, so apologies if I'm missing stuff, Tom. I really wanted to have a look around. I always think it's better to go into first looks completely blind and get lost in a way. Like, just while we're on a little drive to the BG, I always think it's more fun almost to go into a map completely blind and be lost than to have been given a guided tour or be told, oh hey, here are some really cool points you should look at. It's kind of nice coming in completely blind and having the ability to get lost. Oh, this is a really nice set piece to cover off the edge of the map, but the AI drivers are... they're really not fond of that idea. I am. AI traffic, not so much. It's a nice way to have the map kind of end instead of just it dropping off a cliff or having a road that has an invisible wall on it. I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna give it that. And as it turns out, the AI will just hit everything that has a collision, so I've learned something today. So we got a set piece silage bit here that I always like these, but I always feel like they're just kind of taking up room for the sake of taking up room. And then two big ones because we're at the BGA. A Mahusive shed over here for storing your silage kit, I guess. Or whatever kit you want to keep at the BGA. You can have 1,000,001 conveyor belts in there as well, I guess. Some set piece bales, which are these real bales? No, they've got no collisions. That's probably for the best. I would have made a real mess if they were collidable. Obviously you got your BGA sell point. Where is the other sell points then? Where are the other sell points, I should say? This thing here is presumably where you get your digestate from the BGA. I feel like this is a map that you could really go ham with the digestate on. Then you got, that's the BGA. This over here is, I'm gonna guess this is the spinnery? Yeah, this is the spinnery, so you'll be selling your wool pads over here somewhere. It's not really marked out on the ground, which is a bit odd. And then you've got your bale sell point there, which I'm hoping this opens. It does, to reveal a shed full of bales. That makes perfect sense. I like that as an idea. Having it be a bale storage shed with a little kind of bale set piece in it. That's something that I don't recall seeing in... definitely not in many maps. I can't say for sure if I've seen it before or not. But we're not done looking at the start equipment. I'm just looking at the map here. But we're going to be passing by the industrial park in a minute by the looks of it. And I'm liking also, just to distract myself real quick, I'm really liking kind of the 2 and 3 houses with the interiors that are... I know how that's done, and I think that's a really interesting way of doing it. Very cheeky way of getting interiors in without having to put interiors in, or full interiors. I'm loving the crop textures that are going on this map. They're really... they really kind of pop, and I'm not entirely sure what lighting system's being used, but I would be willing to guess this is not default farm sim lighting. I'm willing to bet this is either Oxy's lighting system or a system based off of Oxy's, or maybe even Seasons. But I would be apprehensive to say this is default lighting. It seems a bit too rich. Obviously one of the most common... is this the way into the industrial park down here? Have I just driven down somebody's... have I just driven down a residential laneway? Yes, I have. Okay, let's get out of here. Can I get out by the church there? No. Have I just got myself stuck? Nope, I'm free. I'm liking the... I'm liking the space saving by... I'm gonna guess that's accidental, forgetting to put some grass there. If it's intentional, it's a good space saving maneuver for memory and stuff. I should say this map is obviously not out yet. It's not 100% ready. Tom said that I can test it if I like, and I think I will do some checks on stuff off camera. So over here we got a bit that I can run around. We got the shop with the world's highest gates. I can completely understand why they're that high. They just look a bit odd. And by the way, the reason they're so high is because this is sloped. And in Farm Sim, gates don't like being sloped. They do weird things. I've seen it. I've seen it happen where gates just decide to rotate on the wrong axis entirely. We do have here this Volvo touring car. This estate car is kind of... It's had a small incident involving the wall, and I'm pretty sure the owner of the shop won't be too happy. I'm liking the size of these sheds at the shop here. That's just a set piece shed. Yeah, there's a lot of storage on this map. Just everywhere you go, there's like a shed here and a shed there for you to store things if you want to. Also liking the use of the sliding gate. Not used enough, I think. Especially on UK maps. And I'm gonna be honest, I've got a soft spot for areas that are just hilly enough and just slightly floating corner of the shed there. Just hilly enough to kind of give you an idea that there's some slope going on, but not so hilly that they're like near vertical. Always have had a soft spot for those in Farm Sim. Again here at the industrial park, industrial estate, yet more storage. What could be a storage point? No, it's a sell point. A North Fallen Cool Gas makes another appearance. Yeah, I'm really liking the set pieces that are going on here. They're set piece sheds. With all the weird things that mappers are putting into sheds now, I actually need to check if doors are set pieces or not, which I like, but it does make looking around the map a bit more of a task. So let's head up to what seems to be another yard up here by Field 67. How do you get in there? Do you go down that pathway? I want to say you go down this pathway. I'm sure there's somebody going to be really annoyed that I've left every gate open so far. To you I say, tough luck, sir. Or madame. Right. This is possibly... Oh, this is probably the back way into the... Probably the back way into the yard. I'm liking it. I've just noticed this. The flowers going on. The buttercups going on in the grass. That's a really tiny, insignificant, but cool addition. This is not any way into the yard. This is a way down to another way. Okay, back up the little laneway we go. I've taken a wrong turn and now I see where the actual entrance to the yard is. That would have been a really cool kind of back way in, though. Problems mappers have given me. 1. I now need to check basically every door to make sure it can be opened or not. 2. Sometimes what looks like a back entrance is actually just a way to some fields. This yard has the bumpiest road I ever did see leading up to it. And... oh, there's a pickup. Well, we're going to be abandoning the Fent here. Let's see what other equipment Tom has given us. We got the... oh, no way! The 3-meter Vaterstat? You have earned my respect, sir, for that is equipment I never see as starter equipment. John Deere 6M with a spreader that... off the top of my head, can't actually do lime, but you can mod some stuff to get lime in, no doubt. And it looks like it's going to be the old New Holland Harvester. What's behind door number 1? Nothing. Door number 2 is hiding a New Holland TX32 Combine. Door number 3 is hiding also nothing. And door number 4 is for munchkins. Door number 4 is slightly buried. I'm liking the use of this. I'm guessing it's a grain shed, but I'm liking the use of it for vehicles and whatnot. You got a small little 3-meter cultivator, 5-meter or 5 for a plow, kind of generic starter equipment on almost any map. These doors are ever so slightly buried, so it's incredibly difficult to get in. Big empty shed here. This is clearly the Arable yard. One thing that is probably going to be taken as criticism, it's meant as just an observation. There is no storage for grain. There is no central silo system or grain silo on this map. So if you're like me and you love having a central silo, you'll have to either place one yourself or deal with the fact that one doesn't exist and just dump on the ground and get some conveyor belts or something. But we're going to swap over to the pickup for the remainder of this just to get around a bit faster. I should probably note as well that that gate does open through a wall, and it might be better if it opened the other way entirely. Back these bins over. No, dang it. Dang it. Right, oh, here we go. There's the train. Is that the old train from FS15 just doing the rounds on the map? Well, there's a train doing the rounds, and that's the important thing. Let's head on over here, because it looks like down this road lay cows and pigs. And horses. Fast cows. And it looks like the horses are being kept at an equestrian stable. Sorry for the jump cut there. I had to have a chat with somebody. So yeah, I'm liking the fact that there's an actual logical reason for there to be horses on the map instead of just, this is the place where the horses do be. The fact that it's a show jumping stable just kind of adds to the immersion. Nice detail. And is this where the pigs do be? No, that's just kind of an extra yard, probably in addition to the equestrian stable. More storage. Oh wait, this might be the pig yard. This is the pig yard, which is just hilariously long. That's a really cool idea of having a yard that looks like it's just like 2 sheds. No, it's actually an animal yard. I genuinely thought this was storage, and then quite a large area for the pigs to play around in here, and I'm gonna guess that they will get stuck quite badly in these mud patches. Yeah, I'm liking. This is a really good map, actually. It's not a map that I was following religiously, especially not since FSUK went bye-bye. But I know that Tom's put a lot of work and effort into this map, and something that I already say, I'm really glad that Tom put off the map for a while when he was busy with work, because I think he's given it the time that it deserved to be as good as it can be. Obviously there are still a few little rough edges, like the car crash at the shop, but there's nothing game breaking going on here. There's nothing, you know, there's nothing that's stopping me from just saying, well, that's a thing, I'll ignore it. Was that train going under? That is the train from FS17. So, oh, hang on. Is this... No, this is... This is... Where am I now? The Fisherman's Pub. Which inexplicably wants lots and lots of grain. I'm gonna guess that they'll only want, like, wheat. The Fisherman's Pub. No, they'll take everything. It's a gastropub, apparently. Although it does have an ATM, which means it's better than 90% of pubs in Ireland. Yeah, like the addition of the ATM to the pub, they clearly just want lots and lots of money. And then it's over to the animal dealer and the sawmill, where I will kind of give a bit of a wrap-up thought. And ooh, I'm liking the castle up on top of the hill there. It's something that map makers usually get right, but sometimes get wrong. And a bit of a historical point. If you're putting a castle into a map, please put it on top of a hill, because historically that's where castles were built, because they had to, they were more defensible on top of a hill. So, or out on like a little island somewhere, like on Shamrock Valley in FS17. Really like when castles are up and elevated, because that's where they would have been in real life. Or on an island, like somewhere that's easily defended. So here is the sawmill. It's Dorset's sawmill, or Dorset sawmill. Where's the animal dealer? Did I pass the animal dealer already? So that's... I'm liking... Like, the sawmill looks like a sawmill. I can't really say much more than that. Is the animal dealer based in, like, one of these two houses or something? Or is it just that the... I'm gonna guess the icon is in the wrong place. Either that, or you're just supposed to buy your animals from the buy points, like at the animal places. What on earth is this? There's like an indication of something on the map here, and I'm not entirely sure what it is. Is it the castle being indicated with all this grey, or is it just some scribbles? Oh, look, it's a little housing estate. Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice, and I really wish there was some sort of municipal mower mod for FarmSim now. Although this housing estate doesn't seem to have an entrance or an exit. Slightly concerned for the locals here. They appear to be trapped. Especially these two guys who have their doors underground. I get the feeling I'm not supposed to be back here. Well, that guy's... A lot of them have doors underground. These people don't know how to build houses. I'm just gonna round up real quick, because I've shown off the kind of the major points of the map. I'll let you guys explore the rest. I always feel like it's better with a first look to just kind of show the yards and where the animals are, and then the sell points so that you guys can find them, and then let you guys explore the rest of the map for yourselves, and I'll probably do the same. I will more than likely put a few hours into this map, because it's really quite beautiful, and yeah, I'm a fan. Big time. I think this is a big improvement over Knaveswell from Tom. This is a big step up and step forward from him. And I'm really glad that he gave the map the extra bit of time, instead of rushing it before he got busy with work. The extra bit of time that it needed and deserved. Because this is about as good as it can get once the rough edges are smoothed out. This is about as good as the map is gonna get, I think. I can't see ways that it can be improved. Other than maybe a back entrance to the main yard. Or the yard that I got lost in. Yeah, coming soon to PC, and I don't know about consoles, honestly. Perhaps console? Again, I'll put a... I'll ask Tom some questions after this that I really should have asked before I recorded this, but I'm gonna guess it's gonna be PC for sure. Well, it's gonna be PC for sure. Possibly console. There's a few things, actually, namely the minimap. The fact that Tom's put his logo on top, that is actually rather stupidly. See, up here. This isn't allowed by Giants for reasons of screw you, that's why. I can't honestly decide why, or figure out why they don't allow it, but they don't allow you to put your own logos on maps. Yeah, I think this has lived up to what I was expecting, honestly. If not a bit better. I was expecting a good map, and I think it's just that little bit above great. So it's a top tier map, and hopefully when it's out you guys can enjoy it. Until next time, I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching a first look on Purbeck by TOMMX55. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.